Shocking news. My people. Hausa abatago ọka. Ihe ukwu mere mbọchị ahịa ukwu. Chi ewere ehihie jie. Kedu ka anyị nwa ga-eti were akwụ ya nwawo nwaanyị ukwu gbara. Ọwụ ihe nwute. Lakurawa is live in Abia State, precisely Aba. Let me read this headline. Panic in Aba as suspected bomb is unearthed inside church compound. And when I look at the picture of the bomb, everything that has been written on the bomb is very clear. It is very, very clear. The bomb is from Turkey. Let me break your bubbles in case you don't know. You know, the internet, or rather, these people created a movie for all of us by that mere falling of NÜbU, and they have made a lot of people, including I myself, not to ask the strategic questions that demands an answers. Most especially the people of the Southeast, because we don't know what is coming to us and we don't know what is about to happen. But let me try as much as I can to open your small eyes and mind. Donald Trump is coming. Where is Donald Trump going to? Donald Trump is going to the north, where the bases of Boko Haram, Ishwap, Lakurawa, Mahmuda, about 6 different active terrorist groups where they are operating and where they are storing their armory. That is where Donald Trump is going. These people shouted, "We don't want, we don't want, we don't want." Donald Trump came, destroyed their armory. All we keep hearing then is that no casualties, that Donald Trump wasted Tomahawk missile, 4 of them, each that cost over 1 billion or 10 billion naira in Nigerian currency. He wasted 4 of them on an empty field. Although, because the pain was too much for them to bear, all of a sudden, there is a meeting between NÜbU in France and all these cabals of Fulanese. That is where they persuaded NÜbU to sign an agreement, or rather a defense agreement with Turkey. NÜbU signed that agreement with them and then he traveled to Turkey. In Turkey, he created a movie, just like the kind of movie he created during the time of Balabulu, Blaba. Everybody forget that the guy is just trying to trick the general public into believing that he have amnesia. But no, he created that distraction. That is what happened in Turkey. We forget to ask the questions. What is the defense agreement that this man signed with Turkey, even when they have already signed the same agreement or defense agreement with USA? That is, nobody cares to ask this question. And USA and Turkey can never guide the same country. They can never. It is impossible. Where US enter, no any other country again that will enter there. So the agreement that NÜbU went to sign with Erdogan of Turkey, let me tell you the agreement. Trump is going to the north. Erdogan and his mercenaries is going to the south. That is Biafra land. If he destroy their own terrorists there, which is the northern terrorists and which is their brothers and sisters, then we will come to destroy your own innocent Christians in Biafra land. That is the agreement they signed. Nothing more and nothing less. Nobody cares to ask questions. Nobody cares to look deep into the agreement they signed. Because you cannot tell me that Trump is coming and then all of a sudden you rush out to this one to sign. Is Trump coming to take over your country? The answer is no. Is Trump coming to destroy your citizens? The answer is no. But to help you, things that you cannot do, to wipe away the terrorists that have been ravaging your country and your economy, that have made you to become the poverty capital of the world, you say no unless you went to sign a deal with a terrorist country, even all the whole Europe is boycotting Turkey because that is the center of terrorism. There was a bomb that exploded in Amman, Syria, Ebonyi State. My brother, I found the video this morning before I can know what happened. I don't know, the video disappeared from me. The particles of the bomb blasted there. One guy picked it up, maybe from the vigilante group, and he was making a video in a local dialect. Now you could fight here. All but the Turkey. All but bomb on the Turkey cage where buying. Does that not call for a concern to you as an Igbo man, as a Biafran, as a somebody from the southeastern, Southerner? Let me put it that way. Because when they start to do these things, they are not going to know whether you are from southeast or you are from south or you are from whatever Niger Delta. All of them they treat you as one, as an Igbo. But you that come from Niger Delta will say that you are not an Igbo, you are not a Biafra, you are not among them. We have our own city. But when you go out there, when you know that all of you are the same, is when there is any evil that happened. Imagine something that happened in Oromi. They say na Igbo people na then do them because they see you as Igbos because that is what you are. But you divide yourself, you exclude yourself from the moving train. No problem. You will learn when the time is right. So my people, Lakurawa is live in Aba, Abia State. Who are the sponsors? The president of the government of Nigeria, with the support and the help of the president of Turkey, and then the two presidents in the northern region, in the Sharia country, which is Sheikh Gumi and the Sultan of Sokoto. These are the two presidents. One is the bigger president, another one the smaller president, or maybe they are president and vice. Those are the people who signed this agreement. And that is what their presence of Lakurawa in Abia State represents. Hausa Batagoka. Oye mara aso, ya suo n'ikwe. Oye makwara aso, that is the emperor ya. Ndai di CJJ represent ya, pay guy penny na afọ. That they can't be able to ask any questions when issues of importance of their own people, whom they claim to represent at the national level, came up. All of them went into sleep. In fact, they will become mute. But it is well. My people, let us go to the reason why we are here. In fact, the body of the message already, I have delivered it. Let us just read the article. As simple as that. Panic in Aba as suspected bomb is unearthed inside church compound. An object suspected to be a bomb was evacuated from the United Evangelical Church, Ehere Umola Obohel, Aba, Abia State. According to Vanguard, over 100 people who have ended up losing their lives had the object exploded. Bad timing, that is what saved them. And eyewitnesses who spoke to the aforementioned publication disclosed that the church members were digging the area around the parsonage for a new fence when they unearthed a large metal object. One of them was said to have taken the strange object to the nearby water borehole. To a nearby water borehole when the priest in charge suddenly suspected it was a bomb and warned them to stay away. A source further stated, let's continue, please. An eyewitness in the road which divides the church building and the personage is being expanded by the state government. The church decided to remove the old fence and build a new fence, as it ought to be, to make a way for the road expansion. It was why the church members were digging the ground for the new fence that they got dug out the metal object, which nobody knew was a bomb. The pastor later invited soldiers who evacuated the object. Sympathizers who were gathered at the scene expressed gratitude to God for the unexploded object, adding that not less than 100 persons and buildings will have been destroyed, as the area is always filled with traders and passers-by. When contacted, Secretary of the Aba Area Conference of the United Evangelical Church, Reverend Thompson Ikpe Oha, who confirmed the incident, said he was yet to be fully briefed by the priest in charge of the Ehuru Umuala Church. A senior military officer in Aba confirmed the incident and disclosed that the army headquarters has taken over the investigation. Darkness hits Nigeria High Commission in South Africa. I think this is news we are going to give when we come back again. Price of rice, garri, beans, and other food items in Nigeria have dropped. This one is their campaign strategy. If you are following my channel, I made it clear to us here that 2026, they are going to reduce the prices of everything. They are going to import food stuff to fool the market, also to fool the same people they have been impoverished for over, for the last 2 to 3 years. It don't happen now. I repeat, it don't happen. They don't buy food, flood the market. Price of everything is going to go down from now, 2026, until after the election of 2027. They sworn in. Then, my brother, the real hardship continue. If that same government continues this their madness. But I trust these people called Zogerians. It's only Zojuria or Nigeria is only the country you have foolish 230 million people. Foolish 230 million people. I repeat, only country that have foolish 230 million people. All of them are useless. This thing that is happening now, before you know it now, all the whole youth who have been suffering all this while now will come down and tell you everything is going down now. Go to internet now, go to X. Go to X now, as I'm talking to you, go to X. Oh, price everything. Oh, Tinubu is working. They even don't start campaign. Youths don't start campaign for Tinubu in Rivers State. For you to know what I'm trying to tell you. I shouted this in when the hardship was too hard. I said, you people should watch. Between 2026 down to 2027, from January, it's going to be everything going down by down. And they will use it to campaign, to buy the minds of the same people who is going to go into another 4 years of slavery, hunger, starvation, and death. Sorrow, I weep for over 230 million useless and foolish citizens of Nigeria. 230 million people, hopeless, useless, nothing you can count them for, unless making noise online. I rest my case on God. Help me to circulate this message, my people. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't expect me to go and begin to read the amount of 1 kg of tomatoes before used to be 1,240 naira. Now it has dropped to 201,090 naira. You see, that is what the statistics I'm going to read here. Nonsense and useless people. I beg you share this message if you like. If you don't like, leave and there now. Catch you next, my wonderful people.